Morning with Max. Hey folks, welcome to another Morning with Max. I am back in the streaming saddle after being sick earlier this week. Maybe you can still hear the remnants of that in my voice. Hopefully not. I'm going to go over the streams we had this week. So everything's linked, or I'll link it after the stream, in the schedule. Here's the link to the schedule. And you can click on the links in there, or find the videos yourself if there's anything you missed that you want to go back and watch. So yesterday we had an office stream in the morning, and then programming with JB in the afternoon. Back on Wednesday, we had, and JB was working on, internal web tools, mysterious programming things. It was a good stream. Back on Wednesday, we had environment art with Tyler. So Tyler went a bit of extra time, and he was doing like trees and textures and all that good Tyler environment art stuff. Back on Tuesday, we had concept art with Michelle, and I forget what she worked on. Hang on.
Character selection background screen.
Character selection background screens.
For creation.
If you couldn't hear Tyler telling me, or she was concepting them, right?
I'm sorry?
Concepting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool. And then, of course, on Monday I was sick, so I didn't stream. Today, we've got this, Morning with Max, and then this afternoon, if you can join us, we'll have the end-of-week wrap-up and Q&A, where we go over the top 10 developments over the week, or 10-ish. It's always more than 10. And answer questions. So come for that if you can this afternoon. It's on there on the schedule at 4 p.m. our time. Mahlzeit means good morning from Germany. Good morning to you too, Telerian. Or whatever time it is there. That's probably afternoon, right? Good morning, Ludoween. How are you? And what are you folks drinking today? I'm having coffee. And as well as water in the Vader cup. Coffee for dinner too. Nosebuzz having Pepsi Max. Geo Bloodheart, good afternoon from Belgium too. Good morning or good afternoon to you too. We'll just keep saying it to each other. Since I did it an extra time. Lodoween's having coffee. How's the hurricane stuff going, Lodoween? Lodoween, do you know when you will read the latest installment of The Silver Hands Becoming? I do know. I will read it next week. I don't know if I'll read the whole thing next week in maybe 2 different sessions. I mean, that would be kind of a lot if I read half of the first half of part 5, the second half of part 5, and did a gauntlet of death. So I might read half of part 5 next week, and do gauntlet, and then the second half of part 5 the following week before publishing the newsletter. That sounds good. See, you just watched me figure it out. I didn't do it last week for whatever reason, and then I was sick earlier this week, so I didn't do it this week. So got to get it done. The big announcement of part 6, Lodoween. Telerion, 1630 in Germany, but Malzite works like good day. Cool. Arcane Cloister, hi. Denarian. Oh, just asking about hurricane stuff. Had to board up and evacuate. I hope everything's okay, Denarian. Scary stuff. Good. Say hi to Tim as he passes by. Right. Or shriek. Yeah, I want to get some Gauntlet in too, as well as reading the next part of the Silverhand story on stream. So I'll do some extra streaming over the next couple weeks. Especially so Lotterwing can lecture me about my own maps. Love you, Lotterwing. Yeah, that's true, Denarian. Achilles 17. What kind of hat is that? Maps. Gauntlet of Death maps. Achilles 17, what kind of hat is that? It's a, I've heard it described variously as, golf cap, an Irish cap, a Greek fisherman's cap, and a fat guy cap. So, I know which name I don't like, but it's just the hat that I like. A gray hat. That works too, Denarian. Film Addict, how do you guys feel about PoE there? Path of Exile? Some people play it. I know AJ and Tim have both spent a bit of time playing it recently. A chauffeur hat. That works too. Long name to get noticed. Hey, are you feeling better? I am, thank you. How are you doing? And what are you drinking today? Fubuwu calls it a cool cap. Thank you very much. Water in Nevada. Seems wise, Fubuwu. I imagine you out in the desert with your laptop, streaming this. Inside, thankfully, yeah. Good. Synax 808. When can we expect to see some more gameplay? If you mean like gameplay videos and whatnot, when we're ready to release them. I mean, I've heard some talk about making videos. I don't know when it's going to happen, but like everything else, when we're ready. Long name to get noticed. Doing great, thanks. I'm already excited for the wrap-up. Is there going to be some amazing news? I don't know about amazing, but there will be news. There always is. We will, we'll have somebody on to update you in video format on the progress of the week. Some significant leaps and bounds forward. And then they will take questions. wrap-up is a good time, and we think it's important to keep our backers and other interested folks updated on where we're at and how's it going, how it's going, and all that stuff. Achilles 17, how long have you worked at CSC? I guess a little over 3.5 years now. I think that's right. I wasn't here for the Kickstarter, but it wasn't too long afterward. I think I got hired like just 2 weeks after Ben got hired. Something like that. Long name to get noticed. Are you really going to end this week without a Gauntlet of Death session? Well, now you're making me feel guilty. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I was sick on Monday and Tuesday, and then my voice wasn't ready for it Wednesday. And then Thursday, I was busy, and JB was programming until through the evening. And then today is Friday, so I'd have to squeeze it in, like, over lunch or something.
Yeah.
Aw, it's disappointing, but it has happened before, so it isn't unprecedented. Yeah. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out this week. Film Addict, what are some of your favorite games from anything? CMD 64 to now, Commodore 64 to now, console/PC. I don't know, Film Addict, I like a lot of games. It's just too long of a list. It's like asking me my favorite book. I mean, how many books have I read, you know? That I've loved, that I've reread. How many games have I replayed that I've loved? So many good games. Really into board games as well. But I think you're asking about video games, so I will at least give you some kind of answer.
But I'm kind of foreseeing, like, really want to get, like, later on.
The last game I played that I was in love with, I think, was The Last of Us. Mm-hmm. So that instead of just running like this, she kind of, because there's different phases, right? We have to get to the phases that we have it yet, but even just like that. You know, a little bit of a Denarian, you shouldn't feel guilty. You were sick. We can't work Max to his death just because we like to hang out. Oh, I don't mind doing it. I mean, Gauntlet of Death is easy. And fun. The problem is that it's more fun if I have somebody to kill, and then I have to pull someone else away from work to do it. So we do it in the evening, you know, kind of after the hubbub of the day has died down, right before we go home. At least that's my thinking. So it does get pushed to the wayside because it's not Camelot Unchained work stream. A long name to get noticed. Wants me to do it at lunchtime. Favorite board game is Ghost Stories. At least that's the easy answer. The real answer is that I have a lot of favorite board games.
So we don't have that right now. So probably we'll have a little bit of a pause in the static animation.
Good morning, Flamas. How are you? Long name to get noticed. The Last of Us is a real masterpiece. I love it. Yeah, I thought so too. Did I hear board games? Yeah, Lotowin was saying, don't ask Max what his favorite board game is. There's never enough time for all the games. That is very true.
We literally just do this on
Famas, I am fine, and you over the ocean? Over the ocean over here, I am fine. I am pretty much recovered from my nasty cold I had early this week. I think I caught the con crud from people who were at the con. Long name to get noticed. Favorite drinking game? Well, if sometime I'll have to tell you the story of that's gotten a little bit famous here, where it was a drinking game where I drank an entire bottle of vodka. So that was fun. But my favorite drinking game, I mean, probably Cards Against Humanity. I feel like that's my favorite game to play while drinking. That's dangerous. Yes, indeed, Lotoween. Not to be done on purpose. Flama, Sleeping Louie, or How It's Written is my favorite drinking game. I don't know that one. Okay. What's the drinking game from in Douglas Adams' books? In The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's the psychic drinking game. Jinx Spirit. Okay, well, that's my favorite one. If we get to have fictional, if I get to have a fictional answer. Yeah, Jenks. It's like alcohol makes you psychic, so you try to mentally force the other person to take a drink or something like that. I love that. I love Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Oh, did I freeze? What if I do this? The video but not the audio. Wow. That, looking up Jenks' spirit was too much for everybody, apparently. Well, it's almost time for me to, oh, yeah, this camera's working.
Yeah. Did you?
How about now?
Here's the point of the sword.
Nope, my camera's still broken. Alright, well,
And here's my shoulder.
I'm over here.
So he's kind of like.
In a few minutes, I'm going to have to close down the stream anyway, so it's not worth bringing it down and bringing it back up again. In a few minutes, we're going to have a stand-ups meeting here. I'm going to shut down the stream, but everybody is going to stand up from their desks and head over to where it says CSE West over there. That's the screen where we connect to the West Coast studio, so they can join the stand-ups meeting as well, as we all coordinate on working on Camelot Unchained. A lot of weight is MJ not going to be in today. Oh, as far as I know, he is. I don't know. I'll ask Tyler at stand-ups. Thank you all very much for joining me for this morning with Max. That's the blackout from the drinking game. Oh my goodness, Fubu. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like check and see what's going on with the camera. See, there goes Tyler. He's gonna set up the video chat call. Ludoween's missing the wrap-up again this week. See you Monday. Indeed, Ludoween. Well, thank you for, thanks for coming, and, you know, I'll make sure to get Gauntlet of Death and, the Silver Hands, reading in next week for you. And, yeah. Alright. Well, it's time to close down, so thank you very much. I will see you later. Those of you who can, join us this afternoon for the end-of-week wrap-up, and, oh, I'm trying my own camera again, didn't work. For the end-of-week wrap-up and Q&A, that's at 4 p.m. our time. I'll say goodbye, and, yeah, thanks again. See you later.
Morning with Max.